Tugendhat.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. I have to say I was going to make quite a different speech, but what I'm going to start off by saying is that from Kirkcaldy to Kent, from Gosport to Glasgow, we've heard such a strong message of support for so many families in this great country that I have to say I'm incredibly moved, and certainly my honourable friend from Sevenoaks and many others have recounted stories of great sadness, great tragedy. But what I'm going to take away from it is not the tragedy and not the sadness, but the extraordinary love and the courage and the strength that so many families across the United Kingdom have shown, wherever they're from, whatever backgrounds they are, whatever cancer has affected their young lives. The extraordinary resolve, the extraordinary determination they've had to be together as a family, to strengthen each other, to hold together and to really make a difference, even if lives are brief, even if cancers are brutal. The amazing determination that so many have shown to be so united in the face of such a horrific disease. Now, I'm going to talk about a wonderful family that I'm privileged enough to represent. Claire Scott, who is just the most extraordinary woman. Forgive me, I know there are others in the gallery, but is quite a remarkable individual who, when she was just about to give birth to her second child, Kyle, found out that her first, Liam, had neuroblastoma, and had that extraordinary and horrific moment that so many families sadly have had of having to take in news that nobody would wish on anyone, not even their worst enemy in this place. We would really all rather that these incidents never happened. But the truth is they do, and what she did when she heard the news was to mobilise, to motivate herself and to motivate friends around her, to raise money to support the care that her son was receiving, and also to take her child to the United States to try an experimental vaccine. Now, I'm very glad to say that Liam is still with us and is currently in remission, and I hope very much stays that way. But there is clearly an extraordinary availability of innovation coming through pharmaceutical routes and through various different routes, and we really do need to encourage that. We need to invest in it, and we need to welcome the scientists, and we need to celebrate the achievements of so many who are working on this right now. Now, I'm delighted to say that our right honourable friend, my right honourable friend, the member for Bromsgrove, met with Claire recently and was able to talk to her about the possibility of looking at the various different forms of treatment that are available and may indeed come in. Very happy to give way.
I thank him for giving way, and I just wanted to make the point to him that there is clearly a challenge that therapies that are available abroad are not yet available here. And would he agree with me that more work needs to be done on that?
I'm very grateful to my honourable friend, because she's absolutely right, and that's exactly the commitment that we got from our right honourable friend, the member for Bromsgrove, to look really hard at the various different forms of treatment there are, and to encourage the NHS and NICE to really look further into so many of these areas that really do offer hope for some. Sadly, not all the hope that sometimes we read in the papers, but certainly could possibly be the future for so many. So I hope very much that this House will today, in this way that we are so united and so strong, be able to urge, encourage, persuade our government, the government, to push forward greater research, greater investment, greater support to so many. But most of all, I think this House has spoken as one in celebrating the families, the love, the courage, the determination and the strength that has supported so many through an extraordinarily difficult time.